What's up?
What's going on?
So there's nobody on, but we just wanted to hop on and basically talk about what's going on this week. We got a pretty cool guest coming on Thursday, and then also we have um on Tuesday we have somebody coming from Misfire Car Club.
Whoop
Uh,
whoop.
they're gonna be on. Yeah, my mom's watching on Instagram. Um, they're gonna be talking about um,
Groundhog,
the Groundhog Gala this weekend. What's going on, Brad Jackson? Uh,
which we will be attending, and we're very excited.
yes, we'll be there. My
So,
my bolt from Gasser Garage should be here on Monday, so
yes.
be able to throw that in, so that front wheel won't be flopping all over the place.
And we're slowly good news, we're slowly but surely getting moved into the shop that was finally put up, and still trying to organize some stuff, but we're getting there one day at a time.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about that. Then we got the Groundhog Gala. What do we have? Do we have anything going on next week?
We're rewiring a 34 Ford pickup
Yep.
truck.
Or not next weekend, but the following weekend.
That is next weekend. Yeah, not this Saturday coming up, but the following.
Yeah. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to, when we go to the gala, I'll be sure to get lots of pictures and everything, and we'll be posting them up. And this is the first time that I've ever gone. Have you?
Yeah, I've never been.
Yeah.
But we will be also we started a YouTube channel. So we're gonna try to start posting some more videos and some content. Maybe of working on the 32 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, and doing the 54.
so yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
54 will
The little bit that we're doing with it until, because we still want to be able to drive that to go to these shows and galas and hangouts.
speaking of our guest on Thursday, he is on Instagram.
Welcome, Ken. But so yeah, we still want to be able to drive around the 54 so we don't miss out on shows and whatnot. While we get the 32 up and running, so there'll probably be a lot more content on YouTube of the 32 build than anything on the 54, other than shows, I would say.
Yeah,
But
that's will be just we'll be able to post some stuff. I mean, not that I know everything, but the way that the janky way that I did stuff or something like that.
like the janky way
Mhm.
we bought this shelf from Walmart, and it's like one of those, plastic ones, whatever. And of course, it didn't come with all the parts, but it was discounted price, so we just thought we got a good deal. But we what do you say, redneck rigged it?
Yeah, we put some cutter screws in it, and it was missing parts, so
Yeah.
took a Sawzall and made it smooth where we could screw it together. And
Yeah.
the doors don't fit because the one of the pieces that's missing is where the hinge is in. So that didn't work out too good.
Yeah. So now we have the doors just propped off to the side, but it is what it is. We made it work.
Yeah.
But
The shelves were more, I wanted to be able to put like a chemical
yeah.
cabinet. So it would have been nice to been able to put the doors in it where people wouldn't have seen it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe you can put like a curtain or something there just to block off, because there's so many chemicals that probably shouldn't be on the same shelf together that will be on the same shelf together.
yeah.
But it is what it is.
But also we have kind of moved this into more of a realistic podcast. We tried when we first started it, we were just kind of winging it. We didn't really know if it was going to be anything more than just, hanging out, and, maybe it was a way for us to kind of kill some time, talk about what we are doing. We didn't really think anybody was going to pay attention or want to be on it and stuff like that. So we are very, very appreciative of everything that has, transpired, the people that we've met and everything like that. And also, people have kind of picked up, and we're thankful for everybody that shared it, and it's really awesome. What's going on, Justin? It's really awesome the people that we have met in person because of this. Also, the people that we've met that you know have no other reason than they dig what we're doing. That I've talked to on the phone, that have reached out to us. Um, Very appreciative of the hometown hot
Yes.
rodders. I mean, a lot of the people that have reached out to us have been due to them. They liked what we were doing, and they kind of got behind us and helped us amazingly. I mean, without them, we wouldn't have the streaming software, which we just we upgraded. We're buying into trying to do this a little more professionally.
Yep.
With that being
Yes, you
said,
can see. Where is it? On this side. Our logo.
yeah,
Oh, you
um,
can see me in your camera now.
with
Uh-oh.
hey Papa, with that being said, we've now moved the podcast hosting platform, and that comes at a price, and the streaming software upgrade comes at a price as well. I'm not gonna panhandle for money. I don't need y'all's money. But if you're a business and you like what we're doing, or if you're a personal and you just like what we're doing and you want to try to help us see how big we can get this, reach out. The link tree has the email. You can email us. It has all of the social medias. Reach out. I'll get with you. Um, if you want to come on, reach out. Uh,
Oh yeah, and we love to have the guests on because I mean, yeah, obviously, like we have fun doing the podcast, just the two of us. But when we have somebody else that's on that's just as passionate as, if not more, as we are, it's an awesome time to sit down and just BS over car stuff. So definitely, reach out to. You'll mainly be talking to Matt because he's the one that sets everything up. Um, but yeah, we definitely appreciate everything that has come about this so far. We definitely did not
no, I mean
expect all of this.
we are light years ahead because of y'all,
Yeah.
your support and stuff like that. And we appreciate everything. But we've gotten, w- we, I'll talk cars to anybody, anytime. It doesn't, I don't need a podcast as an excuse. But it is nice when somebody comes on the podcast that can share their experience,
Mhm.
share a story. The whole reason, or not the whole reason, but a big reason why I enjoy the classic cars is because it does invoke a memory.
Mhm.
You know, Again, I've said it numerous times. People see the 54, oh, I had one, or I drove one to school, or my grandpa had one. We drove it around the farm. That those stories I love to hear. Um, cars have always been, you know, cars have always been in my heart. I've always enjoyed automotive stuff, motorcycles, anything really with a motor. I've always enjoyed that. Um, and we're just out, Justin, we're looking forward to talking to you too, bud.
Yes, definitely.
Um, but we're still growing, and we want to see how big we can get it.
Mhm.
Right now we're focused on this side of the country, but you know, Gasser Garage, uh, Cheater Slick Culture, they're out at the Moon Eye show right now, and looks like they're having a blast.
Mhm.
Uh, we'll make it there eventually.
Mhm.
Um,
And we're taking steps just about every day to get closer
yeah,
and closer to that, of being able to travel all across the country, not just Florida, Georgia, but go further and do week-long trips to go see shows and, do the cruises and, get out there and be able to see stuff because in my opinion, please correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know very, very much. But I feel that like every area has its own way of doing things, its own culture, and to be able to go across the country and be exposed to all those different kinds of cultures out there, I'm looking forward to it. Um, yeah, so I'm very excited to what the future holds, and it's all because of you guys. I mean, we can't say it enough that it's because of the followers, it's because of, Hometown Hot Rodder kicking it off for us, and we greatly, greatly appreciate that, and everybody since then, because everybody we've communicated with or have brought on the show or just, Matt's texted has done their part to help us as well. So it's not just one group of people, it's everybody that we've been in contact with. And we just wanna grow this and see where we can go, and that's why we are wanting to, jump in feet first. Let's do this. Let's see how far we can go. So
and also on that same note, us growing this, yes, it's us that is growing it, but we're also trying to grow it everywhere to help everybody.
Mhm.
You know, just like thank you,
Mhm.
Brad.
Yes, thank you.
But everything that, Gasser Garage reaching out and saying, "Hey, I got one of them bolts." Like that's what we're trying to do is we're trying to grow it where everybody can benefit from, if you need a part, holler at me, tag us. I will share the post.
Yeah.
Like we want to help everybody because before this, definitely, it was like where can we find those people? We want those people. We want to be around those people. We want, you know, the 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 people that know what they're doing, or know where to get something. Ryan, the guy that we had, or the guy that we went to his house for the little hot rod gathering last
Mm.
weekend, he said it best. Like, we know these cars are around, we know these people are around, but if we don't get them together, I didn't know anybody there besides him and Bear. Um, but that was, just because we run in the same circles. Um, but we talked to people and realized that we don't live, there was 3 or 4 guys there that we don't live 30 minutes from them. Had no clue about them. The one gentleman that was on the podcast with us, he lives 45 minutes an hour away and has a probably one of the coolest carry-all Suburbans I've ever seen,
Uh, and that's his
and that's
wife's
his wife's
car.
car.
He
Um,
hijacked his wife's car, and he knew Ken,
yeah,
which he just so happened was coming on our show that night, which, I
Ken
mean,
Sainer.
yeah, Ken Sainer, which just goes to show how small the car community can be, but also how big it can be because they
Yeah,
met all the way out in California. Well, let's bring California here. Not
yeah,
really, but the people.
some people.
Some people.
But, and that's what this is all about is we're legitimately just trying to, we're trying to grow it. We're trying to show people. We're trying to shake the bushes.
Mhm.
Those people that are around, we want to get together with them. And I have some big things um that I'm going to try to do with this. And I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but um I definitely want I got some things in my head, and our little year shindig, it's gonna be awesome.
Mhm.
Uh, and I wanna bring people along. If we're going, Pigeon Forge Rod Run up in Tennessee, we're gonna try to make that. If there's people in Florida or Georgia or anywhere that we're gonna run across, hey, meet us here. We'll be there at this time.
Come on,
We'll eat
let's go.
dinner, we'll eat supper, we'll eat lunch, we'll eat breakfast, whatever time it is, and roll on. Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
we just want to go. We want to make this as big as it can be because the car community is huge and it's out of touch. It's easy to find people in other states, but your hometown guys, there's cars tucked away, but if you don't have if you don't have anybody to say hey, like, to get them out, you don't see them, or you see them driving down the road. Well, seeing them drive down the road's cool, but it's way more awesome if they're cruising with you,
Mhm.
or you can, get somewhere and BS with them. I mean,
Yeah.
hear their stories. What'd you do? What are you working on? What shows are you looking to go to? Like, oh, have you heard about this? And we're fortunate that 90% of the Florida population has heard of the Webster Swap Meet on the first Sunday of every month. Um, Same with the Groundhog Gala. That's been a show for I don't know how many years,
Like 20
but
something years, I think.
it's been around for
Yeah.
a while, and that started. I'm 99% sure that started with one car club that just decided to go hang out somewhere, and it has grown to be everything. And we'll get more information on that on Tuesday's episode. And but the things that we're doing, and we're trying to make it better, and the stuff that we have planned is going to require money. Not BSing. We've done this by ourselves so far, and I'm not begging people that don't aren't going to benefit from sponsoring the podcast. I'm not begging for money from y'all. I would never do that. Because car parts are expensive. I understand that. Um, and if you are a business, know a business, have a business, work for a business that you feel like can benefit from us BSing about cars on the internet, reach out. None of the money is going to go to me personally. It's going to go back into the podcast. It's going to go into getting to places to bring more coverage. I'm never going to take a dime from this podcast as a salary or anything like that. It's going to be getting something somewhere to meet more people. I would like for it to turn into it's going to get stuff that is going to benefit other people. This was not like I'm not asking for sponsorship so I can finance, a Model A coupe build. I'm not, that's not what it is. I'm not asking, uh, if you now not asking for money, but if you want to come hang out and you're anywhere near me and you want to come hang out, build on a 32, that's usually what I'm gonna be working on.
After the podcast. You got
After
to
the
come
pod.
on the podcast first for a
But
few
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. You come anywhere near here, you're probably gonna end up on the podcast for a
Mm.
little while. We'll go work on the. I'm gonna have lights eventually, so we'll be able to do that. What's going on, Scott? Was just talking about your suburban carry all. Uh, but yeah, that's it. And again, we appreciate all the likes and the shares and the growth that we have seen, and I'm so excited about where we're gonna go. Like, if this is where if this is where we top out, I'm good with that. Like, I have a blast I've met an amazing bunch of people and continue to meet people, and it is weird. Not gonna say it's not weird, but it is. It's just cool to get other people's perspective because Ashley's perspective on this is it's mine. I mean, she got dived into cars. Hell yeah, Scott, thank you. She's deep dived on cars because of me. So a lot of her opinions on cars and stuff that we do is mine. I mean,
Just like my birthday's coming up, and your mom asked me today what I wanted for my birthday, and I said car parts.
but and that's just what it is. I mean, this is our life. Cars were our life prior to the podcast. So that's not going to change. So because we
Yeah.
created a podcast about cars, but and it's really really awesome. And also on that same note, like if you hear we're going to a show and you see us, or reach out to us and we'll try to meet you. I want to meet people. I want to hear your story. I want to know why you did what you did. You know, certain cars hold a spot in people's hearts. If that's the reason, you know, oh, well, my grandpa had this car. Cool. Or, you know, Zach Parks, Wired Customs. He went complete opposite. His family was into muscle cars and he was like, no, I'm a Model A guy. And that's awesome. That is a you got a deal, Brad. Holler at me.
Yes.
Because I would like to meet you too, bud. But yeah, I mean that's yes, we are going to the Misfires Groundhog Gala, and Tuesday we have a Misfire Car Club member on, and he's going to promote the show, tell us some history on the show, all of that.
Give us all the details.
And so this week, 2 episodes again.
Well, if not more, because we might get bored one night and just hop
You're
on.
right.
Let's be honest.
You're not lying. I ain't got no lights in the shop, so I'm liable to be on again. But, and that's what it is. Like, this is just us BSing. And I think we pretty much covered us. But if y'all got any questions, put them in the chat. Well, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm not too scared. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. But, and that's, excuse me. Got like a frog in my throat or something.
What?
But, yeah, I mean, and this is, I love cars.
And now because of you, I love cars.
Not to go real McDougal on you, but I'm a car.
I like rocks.
What did it?
I don't know.
Turtles.
Yep. Squirrel.
Brian.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I mean, so if anybody's got any comments or wants to know anything, or the places you will go. All right, Dr. Seuss. Old Circle boys.
There's no K in her.
Love you, Mom.
Anyway.
But Scott, are you going to the Groundhog Gala?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And are you taking your wife's car again?
Well, his car is currently into the knife. So yeah, that'd be
that is true. I forgot. Listen, I can't.
That'd be a long trip to Sanford with no lights.
That is true. But I mean, if you are going, we'd love to see you there, catch up for a few, and
anyone else that's going to the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes.
Sweet.
So yeah, I mean, Scott, if you're taking back roads, you just come to the house. Huh? I ain't got no interstate in that 54, but we got back roads.
That's how we got up to What's his name?
Straight up Trio 1.
Yep.
But
Anyway. But thank you all. We love seeing the comments. We love seeing the likes, especially on our lives, because we don't post live too often yet. We'll probably do more and more as we progress, but
we have 23 hours till we can go live on YouTube. And after that, then we're going to try to do at least one live a week, as long as we can continue to get the participation.
Yeah.
First step on taking on the 32 is stripping it down to a bare frame and boxing the frame.
Yes. Luckily, we already have the cab and the bed. Well, the bed's just sitting on it, but it's not attached anymore. So very easy access for us to strip everything off and all that. But, no one's watching. Oh, well. They'll watch it later.
Yeah.
But anyway, and once we get the lights out there on in the shop and whatnot, because right now, because there's no lights, it's, even though you work better in the dark anyway, but
it's because I never had lights.
Yeah. Well, we'll be able to work on it more like after work and stuff, because for the next 2 weeks I still don't get home until almost 6:00.
Are we telling the internet?
Can I?
Sure.
Okay, I'm so excited. Some of you might already know. Well, mom and dad, so I recently got, my job already knows, thankfully, but I tell my job before I tell the internet, like the smart decision. But I officially put in my 2 weeks at the institution that I was in. That institution, that sounds, no,
locked up, won't let me
out. I worked at a bank. I worked in a bank, and I put my 2 weeks in, and now I will be I'll be working from home, which is going to be awesome because I'll get off work earlier because I'm starting work slightly earlier. I get a little bit more freedom with that, so I'm not stuck in the car for almost an hour and all that. So dinner can be on the table when Matt gets home, and once we eat, we going out and we're working on that 32. So, but like I said, right now, for the next 2 weeks at least, we're not getting done dinner until it's dark out, and then we can't really do a whole lot. So it's what we can get on the weekend, and then in 2 weeks, and it's what we can get during the week too, which we're super excited.
After we got this weekend, we have the Groundhog Gala, and then the following weekend will be rewiring Dad's 34.
Someone turns old.
Ashley's 29 again.
Yeah, for the second time. My last day is my birthday, which works out very nice.
It's a good birthday place.
Yeah.
From my place, I'm taking 484 way north from your place.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because he's coming from.
Oh.
So
so you're going through like 42? 42? Okay.
We'll end up at the same place.
Maybe we'll try to figure out en route. I think we're going 50 to, no, we're going 33 over to 19.
Are we taking kind of the way that we go to my mom's?
No.
Okay.
No. We're going up through Okahumpka and then Mount Dora.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okahumpka.
That might change.
Be the next thing.
And Justin, the weather's warm if you want to.
It is.
People come to Florida for vacation.
I'm wearing a dang tank top, and it's
a damn
January.
Top?
Yep. And it's January.
January. Yeah, you are. We'll talk more about that on Thursday. You're more than welcome to come on down here.
Oh, yes. If you don't mind some puppy dogs.
Yeah.
One will lick you to death, and the other will just glare at you from the corner.
He's very he's condescending. He only weighs 10 pounds though. He's a grumpy old man.
Yep.
So
anyway.
So if like I said, if you got a business out there, reach out. We would we really, really want to push. We want to help the people that have been supporting us. We'll work something out.
We want to help, especially the small town mom and pop places. Like, we're small town. I'm suburbs, you're small town. When we came together and made small town. But we want to help each other out and grow together. And we love when we're able to promote places. And I mean, we say all the time, we have an exclusive tattoo artist now, Jay in Zephyr Hills.
Jay's Tattoos and Piercings.
Yes. But we want to be able to show our love and support back into the community with the local businesses and even people that aren't very local to us. We still want to show love and support to everybody. Keep the world a positive place as much as possible.
With everything else going on in life, something's got to be positive.
Yes.
And I'm positive that I enjoy car stuff. So there's always stuff that, with the world the way it is right now. I don't remember who said it. I think it was Ken Sainer said, it's cheaper than therapy. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, not for some reason, but you get behind the wheel of one of these cars and the rattling and the door don't shut quite right, and it's hot, noisy. Yeah. It just makes it's perfect. Mm-hmm. Perfectly imperfect. We'll just use Ken's saying in the beginning, my dad in the end. It's perfectly imperfect. And I dig it. Okay. And that's cars in general. Like, I ain't gotta like it, as long as you do. So with that being said,
I got something to say. I'm sorry. So don't forget, in our bio and everything is the link to go to Throttle Addict, where if you use the code word Hot Rod, you save 15% off. And if you click the link in our bio, it actually automatically puts the code word in there, so you're already shopping with 15% off.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And if you need tattoo work, Jay's Tattoos and Piercings, Zephyr Hills, Florida.
Yes.
Oh, and one last thing. Hometown Hot Rodder. He's a pretty good artist. Mm-hmm. He's going to be putting some ink in your skin. I don't even know what the bet is, but y'all are losing. It's really a win, though, because you get a good tattoo out of it. It's really a win-win for everybody because all of our tattoo studios are awesome. Mm-hmm. So shout out to the Wicked Clover.
Yes.
And Inky Blinders. And ours, Jay's Tattoos and Piercings.
So if you go to Florida or Texas, you have a tattoo artist to go to.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes. So. And if you do go to Jay's, mention that the Hot Rod Hangout podcast sent you, please.
Yes.
I'm trying to get more ink. So with that, guys, I'm gonna hop off. Appreciate you all again. Yes. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Somehow we have 6 subscribers on YouTube.
Whoop, whoop.
There's 15 seconds worth of video on there. So hey, but
we still appreciate the hell out of it.
Y'all are killing it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And if y'all are going to the Groundhog Gala this weekend, holla.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.